and doesn't feel like he's as effective, but he's quite tanky on the safe lane and has no issues with farming the jungle and catching up. But also, he can just run his units at the Skywrath Mage and the ET without putting himself in danger. And if you have two supports that can easily get sniped, it makes Lycan's gameplay simple.
True, but I still love Troll against Lycan. I feel like they kind of counterpick themselves.
Well, this time we won't have an interview with the coaches, but we have someone that knows almost as much. We're going to go to BSJ with his last word.
Thank you very much, Brian. Yes, the deciding game now between Evil Geniuses and Vici Gaming. Fogged, initial reactions to the draft here for Game 3.
Does feel like that Troll last pick looks really good for EG right now. And I feel like I don't say that too often, especially not at this tournament. The hero's been kind of neglected for obvious reasons. He's just had a lot harder time inside most of the group stages. Also, a lot of people don't really like the way his ultimate works, of course, because it's got this double-edged sword where it forces you out of position a lot of times. Has been buffed several times in the past. But yeah, AG's draft does look very strong. If he cheats, it does look like they're looking to go for more of this like snipe plays and vision control with the Spectre, with the Lycan Wolves, with the Monkey King constantly scouting for the backline. So definitely have to keep eyes on that. But early aggression definitely going to be there from EG. They're going to look to hit and hit hard.
And would you say, you know, the last pick for Vici Gaming, getting this Lycan 4 old 11. I mean, you sort of agree with the sentiment that it's not necessarily that scary last pick Lycan that we've seen in some scenarios.
No, and also I feel like their lineup right now is also kind of one-dimensional, where they're missing a lot, right? Where's their Suns coming from? It's going to be a Boundless Strike and an Aether Remnant is their only disables throughout the whole stage of the game until they start getting some crazy levels and items. EGs, they have the Duel, they have the Stomp, they have the Vortex. Eventually, we'll probably see an Atos picked up on the Skywrath, so just feels like EG's playmaking is going to be a lot easier, while Vici, I feel like they're going to have to avoid fights constantly and just draw the game out as long as possible for the Spectre to get online. I think that's why they went for the Lycan, though, right? It's that, like, exactly what Brian was talking about, how causes chaos, he's going to draw attention away from the Spectre, but into the Troll lane could be maybe a bit difficult.
Let's see how well old 11 holds himself up here. We'll have, for now, PYW by his side. Down bottom, DY again on that Enchantress, ready to keep this lane nice and safe for Poyoyo on the Spectre.
And let's see how Ori does this time around. We saw him playing the Storm Spirit in the first game versus a Skywrath, and he literally could do nothing. And he is playing a Void Spirit, kind of similar concept, playing versus Skywrath. And once that silence is leveled up like 2 or 3 points, there's not much you can do about it until you have your own defensive capability like a Yule Scepter.
Sure. And I guess, yeah, on the Void Spirit compared to the Storm, the Yule's being picked up first is much more likely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen. Like, no Storm. I think, like, 0 Storms lately want to go for a defensive item first. You're just, yeah, you're playing into their hand. So let's see. I really think that Arteezy is going to get absolute free farm, which is a concern for me. So PYW, this is a double melee playing into ET as well as Troll Warlord. You have to just start pulling Sweat away. And oh my, Fly actually gets the side pull. As PYW is trying to pull the wave, it gets pulled into neutrals. One of the bigger disasters that can happen when you are trying to pull as these double melee lanes. Fly does eat the clap, doesn't actually hit either hero on Vici, and 11 will be able to secure every last hit at the very least for himself. Doesn't end up missing any XP, but as we said, Arteezy, absolute free farm. We expect probably Abed to have that free farm as well. Bottom, I think that's probably a bit of the better lane because Poyoyo, that's why they picked the Spectre, because they see that Skywrath, because you're able to absorb a lot of that harassment in lane, and in the later stages you just kill him. Dispersion is very useful versus Skywrath. But we'll see how that all ends up playing out.
And of course for Poyoyo, if we do indeed see that sort of first build-up item into the Aghanims, do you sort of see this as a game where there's going to be a lot of chance to set up action for this Spectre to get involved in with the Shadow Step at the time he'll get the Axe?
You can kill the Skywrath every single time.
Yeah.
If a wolf just scouts crit, a Shadow Step plus a Howl, the Howl applies that minus armor, of course, on top of it, and yeah, the Skywrath is one of the squishiest heroes in the game, so.
First blood! I accept this honor on behalf of storms everywhere.
A trifle.
Don't run off. Gotcha.
Radiant's courier has been slain in cold blood.
Wait up. Where are you going?
That was careless.
Dire should look to their top tower. Dire are scanning for enemies. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire have fortified their structures against attack. Stupendous.
Try harder.
Great TPing back behind to the tier 2. So maybe looking to hide his positioning still and look for another play.
There we go. Let's dive in onto iceiceice. Pretty deep here, Ice.
They got him. Give it to Poyoyo. Nicely done by PYW and DY. Yeah, they're going to be the... PYW is probably going to have to be the one that has to bail everything out of here.
They're going to try and get him again.
Does get the dissimulate.
Very quick there to react.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's ready now, or he knows that they're looking to make his game as tough as possible.
Look at the chain fills that's coming from EG. It's getting spotted too. That ward that we do see Vici place early on is going to see it in the move onto Crit.
I mean, they're able to come in with a horn as well. Straight over to Crit, they go, but the Stomp comes out, catch the two of them, the silence on Ori. Ori zips over with their Astral Step, takes out Crit. Now they turn over towards Fly. Vici Gaming bring the numbers mid. First horn from Poyoyo, and it's an effective one. 2 heroes down around the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Again, it really is the 2 support movements. I'm watching that from Vici. They're really making up for that hard start in the laning phase. Just paired up together, looking to just help Ori so much as Abed. Shows himself mid again, has an illusion rune, so he's just fine.
Illusion.
As both safe laners are really starting to get ignored. Arteezy is starting to make the move down toward bottom. Probably expecting a rotation to come out toward top soon. And he wants to look to take out this tower. It's already less than half HP down here. Abed also swinging over. Is going to be spotted by the ward.
Poyoyo is going to be very careful here.
He does.
He knows with the way that EG plays, this sort of timing every game, they're ready to get aggressive onto the safe lane. They're closing in. And they're able to lock him down. Not quite playing safe enough there, Poyoyo. You could sense it. He knew that they were going to look for this sort of play, but getting a little too far up to the creeps, and EG able to run him down.
Who got the last hit as well? It was Arteezy. And it was a killing spree, so enabled toward his next item just a bit faster. Fly.
I'm going to go for him. He's still got the Stomp, but Centaur Stomp comes out a bit early. Might actually give the chance now for Fly to get his own one off. Trying to jump to the side there, PYW, to avoid the sleep, but it won't happen.
Here now. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
We do see while chaos was happening, of course, Old 11 takes the top tower. He's gotten a lot of space to just be farming up there. Top net worth for his team. Looking to swing toward mid, trying to collapse onto another tower. EG bringing the numbers themselves.
They really are. I mean, Vici again, they're going to try and fight this. They get the open up with the stun onto iceiceice, but the Stomp comes out. Gives iceiceice the time to heal up. Isn't enough. He tries to turn, stand his ground. PYW finishes him off with the Boundless Strike. Abed fights back, brings out PYW. H seal for Crit onto Ori. Abed goes for the zip TP. He's away. Ori still wanting to try and fight here. Send towards Fly, but Fly's pretty beefy.
They've got a catapult wave coming in, though. Pretty ideal timing for Vici to continue with this push.
I mean, Ori still wants to go for the catch onto Fly. He's going to miss the Remnant, though. That's going to put a stop to any sort of setup.
EG thought they brought the numbers, but Vici brought just a +1, and they also will have Haunt available in about 20 seconds. But EG does stop the push. iceiceice comes in as well.
I'll be able to hold this all while Arteezy gets the superior space out of the 2 carries.
He's going to have a very early Maelstrom. Treads Maelstrom plus a Falcon Blade any minute now. That farm is just going to continue to accelerate. And are they stacking it all for him? They are. So they're starting to get some Ancient stacks prepared. We do see Ancient stacks as well on the side of Vici. So both teams preparing themselves for these later stages.
EG's heading in. Vici game, they've got to be careful of this pool lining initiation from Abed and the follow-up damage from Crit. Especially now the 6 is online, Mystic Flare ready to go.
LaNm gonna start farming Ancients with Poyoyo. Looks like they're both gonna do it together, even as a team, bringing PYW also as well. So let's see if EG's aware that nobody's really showing on the map. They're gonna look to hit a tower because of that.
Poyoyo, he's getting rather low here. Just gonna stick around, get that XP at least mid lane. Setting up the defense with the Wukongs.
It's a nice hold. It's his bluff play too. They're getting a lot of farm from that Ancient play while also defending because of this.
Yeah, they'll get the space to clean this up completely, Vici Gaming.
And they've got salves too. You were mentioning how Poyoyo is dropping a bit low. He's got Chip Vest, they salve him up and he's still a bit healthy. He's got Haunt also to join inside the fight. DD Rune does spawn bottom, and EG will be able to claim themselves that tower. Immediate smoke with a DD. They have the vision up top too. They see Poyoyo. Of course, he's on the creep wave, but they did see him setting up there initially.
The smoke was seen right there.
Mm-hmm. They're already setting up for it. They're making the right read too, because they know EG wants to make the move onto the Spectre, because otherwise Spectre's just going to haunt into the fights and they're going to get outnumbered. So
let's see PYW. He will get caught out here. Did try and come over and was by the looks of it trying to at least dispel the smoke.
Yeah.
Keep the info ready for his carry, ready for Poyoyo. It does cost him his life.
Gotta just protect Spectre. Everything is about Spectre this game. And Arteezy does finish up his own Ancient stack without any help. Up to 7,300 net worth.
He's pretty huge.
2K ahead of that Spectre at the moment.
Quite the start. I mean,
and it's a good troll game, as we mentioned. It is a very good troll game that he's not really playing into any of the traditional counters of that kiting that just allows you to play around that battle trance. I also see that he's gone for, we'll wait for that for as Abed finds an easy pickoff. He's gone for the build, which I've seen more and more players do lately, is you max your Berserker rage rather than maxing out your Fervor. Just scales really nicely, and if you do get involved in the fights, which he can with Treads, Maelstrom, and Falcon Blade, the root is very effective.
Absolutely.
As it does increase. 2-second duration is pretty good when you're playing versus elusive heroes like a Void Spirit or even like Lycan, who can be speedy away. You get like 1 or 2 roots and they're just dead.
See the setup down bottom here. They're looking towards iceiceice. Old 11 comes in.
Can they set up? They need a +1 though.
They're a little hesitant. They know that there's going to be more behind ice.
Yeah.
EG, you know, Abed just being in the neighborhood.
There is little hope for Dire.
We'll secure that Helm of the Overlord pretty much done for Old 11 though.
We're going to have a smoke up here from Ori.
The vision. EG's placed this ward every single game. This time it's going to get found. PYW is going to see it.
I don't know if Ori's going to be able to quite find anything even.
He's got you also. They could set up potentially for Abed if they have the follow-up.
Look who, yeah, but Abed's got backup.
Yeah.
Both Fly and Crit just sitting behind him, knowing that that sort of timing was going to be coming out from Ori and making sure that there's no window for the play to be made by Vici Gaming.
They can always bring the numbers because of that Spectre. Seeing DY also, making sure that he's keeping Poyoyo healthy at all times. Going toward the Ancients, just popping the Nature's Attendants on him, so they'll be battle ready at all times. You see the men on pretty much all 10 heroes. Everybody's battle ready in case something kicks off.
On the hunt for Radiant forces.
I mean, both teams for now happy to resume farming. You can't expect that EG, and once they've got their first time or so, they'll be the more proactive out of the two.
I think both the situations where they're going Orchid, and also I saw iceiceice. He was halfway to Armlet, and then he's like, no. I'm not finishing Armlet this game. I think tempo is what the name of the game that EG should be going for, so he's about to have Blink finished up on the Legion Commander too, and they've got the combo plays, right? Legion Commander plus Skyrat, almost anybody they find is going to just get killed from the combo, and now Orchid's done. Abed, he's hunting with Crit. Like we said, they want to target Poyoyo mostly. But this ward also is spotting out Ori. See which one they find.
They're going to try for Spectre. That's a big zip from Abed to close in. Set up with a silence. Easily done there. EG, they've got perfect pick-off potential now. The map's going to be a rather dangerous place for Vici Gaming to play split up. With EG getting themselves early tools to get online.
Scary place for him to be as well in the Spectre in this game. Sure, he has the Haunt, but I feel like that's going to be Old 11's territory for the most of this game since he has this Helm of Overlord already done. Our mid will get quickly taken out. So still getting their farm on Vici, but you can just see Arteezy's accelerating that much faster over the Spectre. He's not getting picked off, and it's constantly Poyoyo under the gun here of just getting gone on. He almost has his Ag, so they're gonna be able to be more proactive themselves as well soon, but EG's getting a bit too much space on the map.
Yeah, Arteezy is completely popping off this game.
Yeah, just free farm.
He had sort of a rough ending to game 2, but this game 3 is coming headstrong and he's looking good so far.
Almost has the BKB done. He's like about to have it. That is quite scary.
See if the smoke from Vici Gaming gets a catch. They themselves wanting to look to get some action.
Fly. Not the most ideal target, though.
Yeah, ideally they were hoping for more, maybe seeing if they could find an opportunity for Poyoyo to use the Haunt. He's not going to use it for Fly alone.
Yeah, if they catch the Yule Scepter onto Abed, then they can commit for him and just kill him immediately. But yeah, Fly tanks the gank. Bit fortunate there for EG.
Yeah, especially at that time, as you say, where Arteezy was about 200 gold away from the BKB.
Exactly.
That would have been the time to get the hit in on the troll, but wasn't the case.
They were both right next to each other too, right? So it could have really gone either way for a moment. As well.
Ooh. Okay, that'll do it. That will do it. The Haunt giving them the vision, so they find the Yule setup onto iceiceice. iceiceice is going to try and run his way out of that. He's kind of making it away for now. Is he actually going to live?
He is
He's going to live.
Oh
he gets
my
away.
goodness.
The good old pig pole there helping him speed through the trees and away from a Haunt movement there from Vici Gaming. Vici Gaming, by the looks of it, will still get the tower, but now they're all down here. We actually see EG, they're looking towards the Roche pit, maybe seeing if they can take this whilst they concede the tier 1 tower. So space certainly being made there by iceiceice.
That was the Haunt used, that was the Shapeshift used as well afterwards. That was so much committed from the side of Vici, and just a piggy's able to scurry away. 3-man overwhelming odds as well, of course. You know, he had like 37% movement speed increase, so he's able to scurry away. And straight to Roche. We'll get it. Big move for EG.
Yeah, making the most of that play from Daryl completely.
DD inside of Abed's bottle too. EG probably looking to take these head-on fights a little bit more so now in this game. Poyoyo does have the Ags finished, but Haunt is on cooldown for 85 seconds. So as for a head-on team fight, I don't think Vici's going to be looking for that. We'll continue pushing this bottom tower with the Helm. PYW scouting the tree line. He's also going for his own Yule, so just wanting to have multiple different setups, it seems like, for the Storm. And Yule's overall versus Troll Warlord is also one of those humongous items that you can just, you know, while he's battle trancing, just Yule's control him. This Troll just continues to pull further and further ahead, though. 3,200 ahead of his counterpart.
No, it's easy. On an absolute vibe right now.
Dire's bottom tower is in danger.
And EG, again, managing to find this sort of area they want to play around. In up to the triangle of Vici Gaming, and they'll always look to try and initiate from this angle, keeping Vici almost awkwardly pushed over into their own jungle.
Haunt is up in 20. And those backline heroes, as we mentioned, they will get ripped to shreds very quickly on the side of EG. But the ET, as well as that Skywrath, you're going to see the flank around that's just going to quickly hit as soon as Haunt does come out. From Haunt, from Shapeshift, from all the summons just running on top of him. And there's not too much that they can do to protect themselves. I think that's why we see Crit. He went for a different build this game. He's going to go for Glimmer Cape to protect himself because he knows he's just going to get hard committed on by the Spectre and by all these summons. So wants to have some type of protection for himself rather than a setup for kills. Does mean we'll probably see Dusts picked up on Poyoyo and Dust picked up on the Lycan at a very early point in the game, but you can see the different direction that he's looking this time around.
I mean, they're strong. They can go high ground, maybe.
They're thinking about it.
At BKB, 2 minutes on Aegis. We'll see how much EG do want to push it, but they've got some real power right now, and indeed, they're going to step up and start having a poke.
There's no glyph either.
Let's see how confident they feel here, EG. Arteezy leading the charge here onto the tier 3 tower, tearing it apart.
The Wukong's is forced just to hold.
This will do nicely.
There's only a 1k difference, but with the heroes and the tools they have, and how much of that money is on their carry right now, EG, you know, if they fight around Arteezy, they can take a lot of this map away from Vici.
I think they can look to go again. There's still
with
no
the Aegis, 2 minutes, you know, this is a perfect timing.
If they see anybody too, like iceiceice just a blink duel, and then they have number advantage to go into high ground, Vici might not be ready for this push to come out again from the fake back from EG.
How do you stop them?
They're wrapping around though.
It is Fly. Is he going to spot this? He's heading near to the tree line.
They want Abed.
Abed's hiding in the trees. Jump forward straight away in the silence. We'll catch out. Ori, jump forward from Abed. They've got the vortex. Pull back. Arteezy is in on top of the void spray. Yule's up into the air. Ori keeps himself alive for now. Good shot. Dodge with the dissimulate. Ori tries Arteezy's torn down DY. Now he's going to look over towards Old 11. iceiceice has the lockdown with the duel. Old 11 fully surrounded here by EG. He's trying to run away with the shapeshift, but Abed's got the damage. Old 11 goes down. Arteezy being watched from the tree line here. Still has the Aegis for a full minute.
Tough one to bring down. There's 4 heroes and they still can't commit for him. And the push support says, we've seen, of course, they're going to have a really tough time versus this Vici jump, immediately get incinerated. But I think at the end of it all, you know, it's not amazing for Vici, but it's a pretty decent hold, all things considered, when they are at this deficit. And Ori somehow survives. I really thought he was just going to get burst. 100 HP, the splitter, like a fraction of a second from killing him.
We'll see it again here. Of course, the Horn just giving them a lot of information to start off the action. As you say, crit and fly immediately focused.
Look at the splitter. It just doesn't catch him. It was so close. But again, immediately, EG, they're grouping up as well, going for top. Satanic now finished on Arteezy too.
22 minutes, Satanic. Let's see if they can do it again here. Vici pushed it back.
Silence.
They're going to see the setup from PYW. The trees is ready, but the Wukong's command. EG, they'll kite it off for now, but Crit won't be able to make it out of the ult. As Crit's got 4 versus 5, Arteezy wants to go back in. He's looking to get on top of PYW, but the Yule's control is there. They'll send him up in the air. Zip for Abed. Caught out by the silence. Renders one behind side. He's in with the duel. Looking to lock down Ori. Arteezy is in with the damage. Has he got enough? No, dissimulate. It's on. Ori jumps again. Away again. Ori lives once more. Now EG's got to be careful. There's no Abed. iceiceice focus first. Now it's the LaNm that Toggle won't save him. He still goes down.
They stop the TP.
The TP stopped. The barrel strike is in. Arteezy is going to do his best to try and turn. But he's up in the air with the Yules. He has got the ult, but he's not going to be able to get it off. The silence is in. He can't press the button.
Oh, and he tips him.
Also goes down. Tips coming out. Vici Gaming a solid hold. The racks are protected.
I cannot believe Ori surviving. That changes everything. He's able to get so many different forms of silence out from Resonant Pulse just because he survives. It ends up getting Abed killed. It ends up chasing out and getting Arteezy killed.
A massive hold. Absolutely there. I mean, and Arteezy taken out.
And it was 20 HP. Last time it was 100. This time it's 20 on the Void Spirit. As Vici's really starting to feel themselves, starting to throw out the aggressive tips.
Rest easy, child.
And we'll see it here. I mean, Arteezy feeling that he still has the chance to get back in. Of course, that Aegis and BKB Satanic, he's massive. Absolutely huge. But look at this, the dual lockdown is there, but Ori, as you say, he lives.
I cannot believe. Now tier 2 mid, things are starting to swing the other way. Vici's late game lineup is starting to hit a bit of their timing. Even though Arteezy's so farmed, the Spectre, the Lycan, they're catching up. And finding him there isolated, a huge kill. They even tried to bail him out. Like Fly ran in, he's like, I'm gonna mango you, get rid of battle trance, but again, just because the Void Spirit lives through all this, he has so many different forms of silence to control.
It's a fight there for Arteezy, but still, he's at the top spot. The rest of the team falling behind a little bit of their counterparts on Vici Gaming. Arteezy can't go down again though. One further death and then Vici Gaming, it's going to get to the point where Poyoyo Spectre will start to take over the lead.
He's got to have Manta done now too. Manta plus that Aghanim's much harder for them to get any type of catch on Poyoyo. He is getting very durable.
I mean, are they still at a point, EG, can they try and go for this Rax again at this stage, or without the Aegis is it far too risky?
I think right now it's just like get your lanes out, get more control, and then they have to get the Roche advantage. But they can't just commit into the Roche by any means here anymore.
No.
Because Ori's just completely caught up as this Void Spirit. He's actually just doing way too much with these double silence pulses. And the hunt, it's back up.
Let's see the plan. 4K lead here for Vici Gaming. Manta done on Poyoyo. Each of these fights, he's going to be ready, as we see, to get on top of Crit and Fly.
Arteezy's still looking to threaten that Rax.
He really, I mean, it's just the two of them, really. The rest of VG a little further away.
They might just get full engaged on him almost immediately as soon as Vici's on position.
I mean, Arteezy's going to start things onto the Rax. I mean, they do at least force back 4 members of Vici Gaming to the base.
But now EG's they got to deal with their lanes. Bottom's pushed in, mid's pushed in too. Roche up in 15 seconds.
And nothing.
11 has a full AC too, and they're actually smoking, looking for the fight themselves.
I mean, they know Roche is going to be up soon. They don't want to let it fall into the hands of EG.
Aeon Disc also now on Ori, so those jumps that EG couldn't even kill him before, now you're definitely not going to kill him if he's able to get any backup from his teammates.
EG could get caught a little off guard by this. Was he demonstrated with the size of the two? The ult comes out as well. Arteezy pops the BKB. He'll turn, but immediately crit. Getting really, really low here, but the sleep comes out. Crit limbs for now. Finally goes down. Buyback from crit. Arteezy. He's on top of Ori. Ori forced the side. They've rooted him down. This time Ori will fall. He won't live through this one. Abed focused by Old 11, but now with the turn. He's got the lockdown. The duel's there. They catch Old 11.
Fly MVP of that team fight with the ET, just a stomp and a splitter to turn everything around. Looks like it was going to be disastrous for EG as they lost crit almost instantly, but great stomp to disengage, great stomp to be able to get them those big pickups. And Poyoyo maybe a bit lucky to even get out with his life. It looked a bit close. Almost got the duel on him.
We'll see it back here again. Vici Gaming very willing to start the action off.
The dispel too, of course, we did see that one from the Legion Commander. Allowed Fly to get in position to get that two-man stomp, to get the setup onto both the Spectre as well as the Void Spirit.
He saw Old 11 with the good intentions as well to try and go straight for Fly, but not quite able to close in on him before those abilities came into place. And as we saw here, Abed getting it rather low, was low on the mana as well. But Old 11 not able to finish him off with the rest of EG to turn and control the Lycan. They're all back up, Vici Gaming, but no Haunt, of course. And EG taking down the Roshan rather rapidly. And he's sort of still available. Poyoyo is going to look for it, but he's not going to be able to jump in time. Aegis is picked up. They've got the dual control. They focus him down. Jump forward with the Dissimulate. Ori, he'll burst onto iceiceice. iceiceice to go down. Arteezy, he's got the battle trust, but he's up in the air. They're kiting him the first time round. Pull back as well with the Remnant as Arteezy's been separated from the rest of his team, but he's still got that Aegis.
He still has ult. He used Rampage.
Oh, okay.
Same.
That's right. He picked up the shard there off the Roche. See if they can kill him off. Stomp. Gives him the cover, but there's the jump with the Remnant. They'll burst him once. Fly getting pushed back as well by Old 11 and the army. Poyoyo, he's back in action with the Horde. The Shadow Depth jumps over. Now he's going to look over towards Arteezy. He needs buybacks, he needs backup. As Arteezy,
he's still scary.
And they're a little cautious on how they go back in on him with the buybacks coming into play. Ice. He's got to do the duel back up in 5 seconds. And they'll respect that. Buybacks come out, Vici Gaming, they'll pull back and they won't push any further for now.
But they do take away the Aegis as soon as it is picked up from EG. And EG, like you're mentioning, they wanted that timing to be able to go for a push of their own. Ori still has his Aeon Disc up. We'll be able to get out of there. Denying the Aegis away from a troll lineup when you have Spectre at this point in the game, though, is phenomenal. Vici probably feeling very comfortable with the state of the game. Also, EG having to use 2 buybacks in that fight.
Yeah, we saw how much they needed that to try and attempt to get this top racks taken away. Now that whole plan's going to have to be put on hold for EG, which is going to hurt.
And the fights for the supports on EG is just impossible. Like every single time they just die almost instantly. Starting to pick up their defensive items. Arteezy does find a DD down bottom, put inside the bottle.
But with that Aegis gone, can they push on for that much more here? It's so hard without that ability for Arteezy to have a second life. With just the one, Vici Gaming have shown they can deal with him.
He's still looking to push. EG does not want this game to go on too long. They know they're going to get outscaled. So still looking to just get a bit of map control here, keep forcing Vici back.
He's still so far ahead in the farm department. 6k lead on the troll.
Almost has a basher now done too.
But look at this Old 11, 500 gold off his axe.
Don't think I've ever seen the Lycan Ags with the Spectre. It's gonna be an interesting one.
Vici gonna try and get out here with just the 2 of them, Ori and Poyoyo. EG.
I mean, Poyoyo is also quite fun. He has a Death Cell picked up out of nowhere.
Just grabbed it.
Damage is going to start ramping up a lot also for Vici.
Oh, and that's a jump.
That's a dieback. 80 seconds, no Legion Commander.
Let's see what they can find with this there. I've got the mid lane pushing in, Vici. EG trying to keep Alita's top one pushed out, but we've seen pretty much all the time. It's always been 2 lanes of Vici Gaming that's been going back over to EG's half of the map. A lot of focus from EG still on this top lane, and hasn't really turned into much more after they took that tier 3 tower.
It's that invisible impact always from the Lycan, just seeing the constant wolves, a minion sent out to the lanes to push it out, and EG just, yeah, they keep having to address those lanes, and still 40 seconds, no Legion. Arteezy,
they're gonna get the jump. Now we've got the setup here from the Spectre, but flying crit by Arteezy's side. And still with the DD in the bottle, BK being satanic he is. Here's a scary target to commit on. Shadow step back up in 15, Haunt at the ready as well from Poyoyo. If they want to try and make a move. It's just 20 seconds until Ice is back up, so looks like that time will pass.
Hey, he did just commit for the Moonshard. Okay, so we've seen this build a couple times also on the Spectres. We've seen Bloodthorn Nullifier builds too, but just looks like he just wants raw attack speed just to be able to clear out through those back heroes. And also, of course, your illusions get that attack speed too, so it's really beneficial once you start using your Shadow Step and also your Haunt inside the fights. As Arteezy with DD, quarter of it left. They're trying to find a grab.
Let's see who's going to show themselves. Ori.
Just got the A on this.
And Poyoyo. They might get the wrap onto Poyoyo. We're going to see Abed. He's looking for the lead in. He's trying to get out here with the Manta Star, but they grip the grab back with the Vortex. Fly. And it's going to get focused here, though, as Ori's jumped over. The damage is done, though. Arteezy commits with the BKB. Poyoyo gets taken down.
He spent his gold, too. He does not have buyback. 11 will just be able to kill crit with some minions. What a bully.
Can he get anything more here, old 11? Flies a little low, but
it's a big kill here.
No Spectre.
60 seconds. What can EG make with that? Lanes are all just pushing in onto their side, though, so I don't think they can actually do anything.
I don't think it's still a long time, of course, until Roshan.
It's just every time I look at a lane, there's an Enchantress creep, or a Wolf, or a Helm of the Overlord. Vici's doing an excellent job of just keeping these lanes pushed out, so EG can't capitalize on any of these pickoffs that they do find. And even though Arteezy is continuing to be at that top spot, as you mentioned before, the other heroes are starting to dwindle behind. Abed is going for more of that supporty kind of Storm build, where we're seeing him go for Aghanims, so he can be that AoE black hole for Arteezy to focus fire targets. But Vici's just getting much more on the map, and they're scaling way harder. Everybody getting farm. Monkey King and Enchantress soon to surpass iceiceice.
Vici Gaming, they know that when Poyoyo's back up in 10, he'll have Horn. So ready to try and start something,
and they see crit
as soon as he's back in action.
They just saw crit also. That deep ward they have placed is scouting him. So they're going for the big wraparound. They're assuming that he's going to go connect to his team, so they're probably just using him as that information tool.
They'll go for him.
They'll just kill him. And now they'll know where the rest of EG is.
I mean, they're immediately making the move over. They actually catch iceiceice here with a Boundless Strike. They're able to set him on top of him. He's going to try and run. We'll see the bite over to Poyoyo as this Spectre's ready to start charging down the Legion Commander. iceiceice, no escape for him.
Things completely falling out of control. Even though there's such a farm troll warlord, the rest of the heroes just unable to do much of anything. They can't get away either. That was the real haunt used, but well worth it for Vici.
Yeah, absolutely. Any sort of a small couple of kills at this stage, as long as they're stopping EG from getting the momentum that they need to try and hit Vici Gaming before the game gets too late. And it's going to be a success every time for Vici.
Feeling very scary though for EG. Just lanes constantly being shoved onto their sides, which means there's a chance that in the next few moments that if Vici's ever able to get the Roshan for themselves, the game's just over. EG has to play with the Roshan advantage, it feels like. Gem purchased up, Fly starting to get annoyed. These wolves, these deep wards that they have placed, need some type of solution to make sure that they can get the jump first, as Arteezy's getting gone on. Committed his gold as well for Bissell.
He's able to find a DD, but immediately used.
He used his Satanic as well.
DY, he's going to play around with him for a little bit, but Abed's here with the backup. Zips over towards the Enchantress. Enchantress pretty tanky though. We'll see Arteezy off the rampage.
They're just kiting him. There's the Yules on Aether.
He's ready to try and set up maybe with the Wukon's command. Arteezy.
DY's hurting. 11 starting to commit for the back.
He's had to put the BKB. Arteezy now looks to turn. He's in onto the Monkey King. PYW goes down. Instant buyback from PYW and Ori jumps in. Quick burst onto Crit. Crit goes down. Poyoyo is in with the Shadow Step, looking for iceiceice. Arteezy trying to stay on top of 11. Look at the bashes at the roof, but Arteezy is pulled back by the Remnant. Arteezy goes down. They jump up to the high ground. 3-4 dead on EG. Only Abed getting out of there is Vici Gaming. They have all the space in the world now to push and take at least a racks away from EG by the looks of it. 80 seconds, no Arteezy.
And even though it looks like such a good troll game, you still see the same problems with the heroes. The itemization from Vici on point. The Yule Scepters to kite him out constantly. And then even the Aghanim's bite on the Spectre. How can you catch
They're going
him?
for the end.
They are going for it. 60 seconds, no troll.
They know.
They've got it.
He spent his money.
Nature.
No buybacks, 2k short of the gold here for Arteezy. 1200 short here for Abed.
Rest easy, child, says Ori.
We'll see Fly come back in to try and hold them off. Abed, he's going to look
Nice
as if what
vortex.
can he do? It's a good vortex into the sleep. Have they got the damage? Abed's gone, he's got a second life. The Ancients exposed though. Vici Gaming looking to close it up and send EG out of the competition, and they will.
GG.
Vici Gaming take game 3. The series is theirs as they knock EG out 2-1.
What a performance, really, from everybody. They just knew how to play their timings. They played it cool. They played it collected. Even though this